practice we'll be doing today comes from the Angelus book, and the focus is Emote. This is a 45-minute long practice. You will be setting a timer for yourself and pausing as appropriate in between each posture in order to experience the duration of each pose. I'm going to read it first from the beginning, the description. Prepare yourself for deep, meaningful questions. While silently waiting for an answer, practice a few rounds of breath work during every posture to feel your body's response to the questions. Trust the first answer without analyzing. Let it be a mystical and symbolic. When resistance arises, allow yourself to feel compassion. Nurture yourself. In this way, you develop emotional intelligence. We'll begin with the first posture, which is actually a breathing practice for 1 to 7 rounds. Breathing in through your nose and holding your breath as long as you can, and then exhaling and repeating as many times as you're able. This posture for this breathing practice is Hero Pose. There are a few options for this. I'll demonstrate the first variation. I like to lay a blanket out so that I have a cushion for underneath my knees and my feet, and just come to sit upon your heels. You can use a block as depicted in the image. The block goes between your feet. You can set it up at a level 1 height or a level 2 height, whatever works for your positioning. Sitting down upon the block so as to reduce the pressure on your heels and on your feet. Palms face down. This creates an inward sense of awareness. We're going to breathe in through our noses. We're going to hold our breath in for as long as we can, and then we'll breathe out. Begin with an exhale. Inhale fully. Hold your breath in. As you do, relax your shoulders, relax your feet, relax your elbows. When you feel the need to exhale, breathe out. And then another deep breath in. Holding the breath in again, relax shoulders, jaw, brow, feet. When you need to breathe out, exhale. Again, deep breath in. Hold your breath, relax. Face, shoulders, spine, feet. When you need to exhale, do so. And again. When you need to exhale, do so. Again. Exhaling. One more round. And on this final round, fill yourself up as fully as you can. And again, relax down. So hold your breath in, cheeks, jaw, neck, shoulders, arms, spine, feet. Exhale when you need to. Just pause for a moment here. Natural in-breaths, natural out-breaths. Posture number 2. 3 minutes per side, twisting to balance opposing emotions and bring you into a state of equilibrium. This image is of a reclined twist. We'll come off of our seat. You're welcome to use your blanket if you like. If you are, Lengthen it out upon your mat. We'll begin resting on right side. You stack your hands and your knees, and then your top leg can stretch over, your knee coming to the earth, and then we lift our top arm and we twist and turn away. This is more of a restorative posture, and you can set a timer once you've entered into this pose for 3 minutes. Continuing, if you'd like, to inhale. Hold the breath as long as you can. And then exhale. While in this pose, ask yourself, what feeling am I allowing? What do I not want to feel? Make peace with whatever you find. Repeating this posture, the twist on the second side. Same setup. You come to rest on your left side with hands stacked. Your top knee can come forward, and then your top arm lifts and you rotate. Twisting to the other side in the same way, setting a timer for 3 minutes. Inhaling, holding your breath in as long as you can. And exhaling. On the second side, continuing to ask yourself, what feeling am I allowing? What do I not want to feel? And make peace with whatever you find. Number 3 is another 3-minute posture. This position is Andaranga Tratak. It's an inward gaze. And we are to rest in this position or focus in this position upon what feelings, emotions, and considerations am I trying to alter or control. Simply whisper to yourself whatever becomes present. Setting this posture up, we come onto our backs, legs extended. We rub our hands together. Once your hands are warmed, you cup your fingers over your eyes. Cup your palms over your eyes, fingers over forehead, and you remain here with eyes closed, gazing inward. So again, before you begin this one, you can set a 3-minute timer. And while you rest there, ask what feelings, emotions, and conditions am I trying to alter or control? Whisper to yourself whatever is present right now. Number 4, breath of fire. This is 1 minute. We're engaging in a heating, conscious, intentional breath. We're focusing upon accelerated emotional energy, which can make us feel like there's an emergency, like we want to run. You're going to try and pause as long as you can at the very height of your inhale and try to release whatever it is you're holding. And ask yourself, can I commit to riding these emotions out? Can I take responsibility for what I feel and not emote my feelings onto others? We're practicing Kapalbhati while remaining in a boat pose. So you can work here, which is very effortful, and you're welcome to do that. You can also work here with toes down or with heels slightly up. So you might practice it here at first until you feel confident, lifting your legs and more effortfully working the posture. So it's a deep breath in, and then a forced exhale through the abdomen. And then the inhale naturally comes in again. and then forced exhale through the abdomen. So we're inhaling, exhale, inhale, exhale. And you're using your belly to squeeze that breath out. Inhale, exhale. So again, you can set a minute timer. You can work here. You can do a full minute of that, or you can work here. And while you breathe in that way, again, can I commit to riding these emotions out? Can I take responsibility for what I feel and not emote my feelings onto others? The next one is another minute practice. As you observe yourself and your feelings, look for patterns. How many times in the past have I experienced the same feeling? Where did it come from? Who was there? So we're doing an active moving posture like a bicycle, and we're separating our feet as we do it. So we're on our backs, once again coming down from the posture we were in before, hands down, head and neck down. And we're just moving our legs. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. And then we're using that same breath that we used to begin with. So big deep inhales, long exhales. So if you want to for this one, you can set a 30-second timer, and then what you can do is swap the breath. So you can pause and then trade the leg that inhales. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. And when you finish, you can rest, feet on the earth. Next, imagine yourself breaking free from memorized emotion. Get sensitive with yourself and close the gap between how you felt in the past and what you emote in the future. We're coming back to that powerful breath that we did in our boat pose before, but this time in a Cobra Pose. So hands are down, shoulders are back, chest is up. We've got that big inhale, and then exhale from abdomen. And then again, inhale, exhale from abdomen. Again, it's a minute, so you can set a minute timer. Keep breathing. Keep your elbows bent. And continue on with that practice until your alarm tells you you're finished. We have another 3-minute practice here. Sally Kempton is quoted, "Compassion is a deep desire to alleviate pain. Today is the day to locate and identify what is causing you to suffer, so you can begin the process of generating compassion in your body." We're moving through cat and cow. You can adjust your blanket if you're using one, so that it's just beneath your knees. You come into table pose again, a 3-minute timer, using that big deep inhale again. And that's our cow. So when we inhale, tail up, belly down, shoulders back, we look up. Then when you exhale, spine to sky, chin to chest, that's our cat stretch. So again. Keep going until your timer finishes. It's 3 minutes. Next, we come into a seated forward fold for 1 to 3 minutes, accepting that you are not the pain in your body, but you're something grander. Direct emotional energy towards the sensation of being held. I like to use a blanket for seated forward fold, so you can fold your blanket over, set it behind you. To sit, legs extend forward, And then you're simply coming into a fold. Nothing fancy. You don't have to worry about too much alignment here. I do suggest working with your feet hip width distance so that they're parallel to each other. And then arms can come to rest beside your legs, palms up, and head down. Long in breaths. Use those big long inhales for either your minute, your 2 minutes, your 3 minutes, whatever duration you've chosen. Allowing your timer to run as you remain in the posture. We're going to come back into an upright seat to set ourselves up for Reclined Hero is the next posture, and I'll show you some variations. It says to shift your mood, 1 to 3 minutes. Try feeling the opposite of what you have felt in the past. Ask, how do I choose to respond? Approach it as if trying on a new coat, as an experiment. You can use a set of blocks for this one. A blanket beneath your knees, if you want, beneath knees and feet, that's the long way. We take a block, again, between our feet, and then the second block you can put at a high height. So we begin in our hero, similar to how we began the entire practice, and then we walk backward. The trick to getting into this posture is the movement in your hips. You lift your hips and tilt your sacrum and tailbone forward, and then come down. That little swing lengthens your low back, and then you can come lower. I always reach back for that second block to make sure I can get it right between my shoulders. And then you can recline back. You can use additional blocks. You can also use pillows and other supports to get into this pose. Not everyone is able to get into the depth of this posture, so putting tools behind you in order to set yourself up in this pose is really important. Again, before you get in here, make sure you have your timer nearby, and once you get into the posture, set that timer and remain here, focusing still on those deep, full breaths. We exit this posture in the same way that we entered after your 3 minutes, making sure you adjust your hips and your sacrum to get out of it. Our final posture is a shoulder stand. It says 1 to 3 minutes. Next time your memory replays a worn out reaction, shift into this new experience of sensitive compassion. Allow yourself to feel sophisticated, mature, and evolved. You do not have to go into full shoulder stand. You can use your tools again. Using our blanket, I like to fold it, rounded part where my head is coming down. Ensure that your shoulders are on the blanket. Your neck is fully over the blanket. Your head is not. Your blocks can come beneath your hips. You can work here with feet up. This is considered candlestick. You can work higher. Or you can work into your full shoulder stand, bending your knees. They come in and you lift your hips. Rock and tuck shoulder blades close, and then hands come up onto low back. Push, push, push up, lift, lift, lift hips, and then separate feet to hip width distance as you stretch legs up, trying to get hips over shoulders, heels over hips, which means you have to actually push your feet away from your face and bring your belly toward the top of your head. And you can stay here 1 to 3 minutes. Again, deepen breaths. after your 3 minutes, the exit is to bend knees again. Bring them down, hands to the earth, back onto your block supports, and then slowly letting feet come down. Lowering the blocks down if you lift them up to a higher level. Lowering the blocks down again, and then all the way onto your back. And I suggest that you take a 1 to 3 minute corpse with the timer set again, and allow yourself to relax and just to observe the effects of this practice. Namaste.